Unless there's a change and a shift in the mathematical practice of teachers, we can't get to a change in the mathematical practice of students.
They were not getting functions at all, even though I gave them a pre-assessment to see what they know. But the moment that we did the roll coloring and we showed this person is going here and that person going here, and they actually did it on the floor, they see how the pattern works out, and then that helps them with their assignment.
The object is to get all the kids in the same hoop at the same time. Well, the kids can do that. That's an experience they can do. Then they can write about that experience. And so it turns out that underlying this experience is the idea and an approach to the idea of function that you don't get otherwise.
The way that we were taught functions was you have an input and you have an output, but it's very abstract. You don't know exactly what that means. But I think being able to make the actual cities and then walk them, that's another thing that they can relate back to.
And I think nothing that I've seen in my career has had an impact on teachers' professional development the way that that job-embedded PD has had.
The concept of function learning progression is a theory of how student thinking around functions develops from early notions to a more complete and nuanced understanding. It's grounded in the research literature and was revised based on advice from a panel of experts and observations from cognitive interviews with students.
It was a huge shift for me, from the traditional to now using the experience to help the kids learn.
In the PD, they are not simply learning a different way to teach a topic which they already know. They're actually working on a different understanding of the material which they did not walk into the PD with. That's where the struggle is, and I think it gives them a deeper appreciation for the conceptual struggles that students are going through.
The way they struggled through the problem and the encouragement that the other students gave them, it's that building of relationships that I really noticed between not just the teacher-student, but between the students themselves.
We have to have students bought in, not just to the idea of an education, but to the process of what makes a good education, how do we continually improve it, how do we expand who's included in it.
The partnership of ETS, the Algebra Project, the Young People's Project, and Southern Illinois University Edwardsville has introduced assessment research and teaching practices into some schools with the eventual goal of supporting all students in their learning.